Hey everyone, and welcome back where we help you unlock the full potential of Excel. Today we will be discussing one of the most powerful tools in Excel, pivot tables. Pivot tables allow you to analyze large amount of data quickly and easily. Let's say that we have the large data set with the hundreds of thousands of rows of data. Analyze the data can be time consuming and overwhelming. That's where the pivot tables come in. Here's how to create a pivot table in Excel. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Here I already made up a data sheet and lots of data in here. Like this is the product sales record. So I'm going to use the data to make up that pivot table. So how can I do the simple steps? I'm going to show you. Let me just click on there in the data and go through the insert, and in the insert tab you can find in the table groups in here the pivot table. So easily arrange and summarize complex data in pivot table. Just you can double click and ability to see which detail will make up the summarized total. So let me just click on that. Now you can see it's an automatic select the range. So choose the data that you want to analyze, select the table or range. So here it's already selected. So why? Because I take my cursor in here. But when I take my cursor in here and click on the pivot tables, now it will ask you to select the data. So it's better to with the select on the data and use the pivot table. Then it's give you the selection. Then what I'm gonna do, choose where you want to report to replace. Why do you want to use? You can use also the existing worksheet. It means that you can use the another new worksheet. So I'm gonna use a new worksheet in here, and here like the another worksheet in the file. So I'm gonna hit on the OK. Now you can see it gives a pivot table field that choose the field to add a report. So it's here that report here, ID name or product name, the unit prices is stock. So it gives the suggestion and drop down the file and field here. So you can use any here whatever you like. So if I take in here, so it gives a product name, but where do you want like the drag fields between areas like filter? If I take to here, just take out here. Now it gives a product name, then field name just I can use, and I can use select in here. Then I just say drag down here. Where do you want like rows or values? Like if I use this value or in order and take the value in here, let me just click on that or below. And if I use this value or inventory, I can use in here. Then average record cost, click on that. Then is I can, if I take out, so here it's come out like this, or I will take it in here. Okay. So now you can see, you can just easily now filter it. Like if I use the product name as a filter, so I can just choose one of them like that something. This one, I click on that. Okay. Now you can see the data like some of the bill or order, some of the bill or order like this here, and some of the bill of the inventory. So it gives the automatically I just order. If I use the order in the here, it gives the order. If I use the record level, click on that and use the row, it gives now in the row. Then in it, so I can just say in here, and in it price I can use in here, and also I can use the values and ID. So how do I want, if I want to as a filter, I can use in here. Like when I filter it as ID, just you can select it in here and just use one of them, and it gives the data of the ID number 22. Okay, as you want, you can just record it. So where do you want and how do you want to show up in your worksheet? So it's very easy, and you can easily move it. Like if I use here, okay, before that what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use the all, hit on the all there. Now it gives the data. Okay, and you can just reorder, and you can also take out if you do you want to use it in here, it will take out. But I am using all the data in here, just click on that. Okay, so it is very to do with your pivot table. And in the Excel file and your stocks and find your sales report and whatever you're looking for. So it gives you the answer. And if you want to also observe your order, like it's not as a row, so you can use as a column. Like if I take my column in here, let me just show up. So it gives a different style, or I can use the value in here. Okay, now it gives a different style. Let me just show it in here. It does. Okay, now it gives the unit price. Yeah, now you can see it's changed the data. Okay, so finally you can format your pivot to make it more visually appealing and easier to read. You can change the style, font, and color if you pivot table to suit your needs. Like you can also customize from home tab and you can design it. Like if you are looking for the different color here, this one you can use. Okay, so that's for today's tutorial on pivot table in Excel.